June again. My name is June because I was born in June. Oh my god, I'm seeing two me at the same time. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, so this is June. Hi, June. This is May. So we are May, June. Okay, I'm just having a little fun because I was playing with this filtering they have in the mobile app for the Facebook Live. But I think I'm not going to hurt you guys. I just want to make it a hook. So let me off it. Okay, so today is my 48th live. So what I'm going to cover today is my episode number 2, talking about how it's my Facebook Live journey. Because after I did my first episode about Facebook Live, doing my Facebook Live and share with you guys, I got so many questions that asking me about the number one question. Okay, so this question is about, June, you only have, let's say I only have 100 friends in my friends list, right? But then does it mean that there will be almost only 100 people will be seeing my live, right? It makes sense because 100 friends, by right, it should be maximum, it should be 100 people seeing your live. But then usually it's not the organic reach, you're going to reach all of them. So maybe in the end, people who will be watching your live, it will be like 20 to 30, like 20 to 30%. Okay, so this is the first question. So my answer, no. Even though if let's say I have about 1,000 friends, like in my Facebook profile, I have a lot of people. I have a lot of strangers who aren't my friends, who aren't connected to me, watching my Facebook Live. But then how? Okay, it's because they actually follow me instead of they are adding my friends, because I receive really a lot of friend requests every single day, and then it's really hard for me to read out everyone. So if let's say you are trying to reaching out to me to add me as a friend, but then I did not respond because I received like nearly 50 per day, and then some people they looks like spammers, so I didn't approve it. So these people who actually follow me but then they are not my friends, they will also see my Facebook Live. And then also, how do they see it? This is a very important tip. So one thing you need to do is that if your Facebook Live is intended to reach as many people as possible, it doesn't have to be just your friend. You need to make your posting as public. Alright, otherwise I think the default setting should be friends. So if let's say you make it as public, not only your friends will be seeing it, anyone, literally anyone who check on your profile, they will be able to see the live. Alright, then next question is that, how do these people come and check my profile? That would be the question of attraction marketing. Alright, because I have been giving a lot of values in the Facebook group I joined in, not only funnels that you guys probably see me very active. And as I'm also active in a lot of different groups where I give values to the groups, like every day I will post something to be able to help them depending on the niche and the groups they are. Alright, so when I give values there, or whenever people seek help, I kind of like give them the solution. I teach them like what to do next in the group, right? The first thing they will ever do is actually go to check out my profile, like, hey, this girl is really cool, who is this June, right? So when they check out my profile, that's where they will be able to watch my live. Does it make sense? Even though they're not my friend, but then they are seeing my live. So the first thing that you probably should do is that you need to mark your Facebook Live as public. Alright, that's the first thing. Alright, and then the second thing is that, okay, this is a strategy I'm using. Even though I actually maintain a group myself, the group is called AMazingStory group. So if let's say you haven't joined, please join in. I will provide tons of value there. So every time once I finish my live, what I will do is that I will post the same live, post to the group next day. Okay, in the beginning when I shooted my live, right, I'll only posted it right away, like at the same time, like right after I finish my live in my profile, I'll post it in my group. But then later on, I figure out that it may not be a good strategy. Okay, why is not a good strategy? Because these people these friends who are actually in my group, right, they are probably my friend. So it will means that if let's say I do it in my live in my profile right now, I post it in the group, it will have double entry, right? So meaning in their feeds right now, they are seeing 2 Junes during the live. So the key strategy will be, we want to maximize as many people to watch my live as possible. So the better strategy will be, first you do it in your profile, you wait for a few hours or you wait for another day, then the next day only you share it to your group. Then people, if let's say they miss it today, right, they will be watching it in your group tomorrow. So while doing my live, right, what I will do is that I will also ask people to join my group. Okay, a lot of people, when they first started their group, they will have some worry about, but if let's say I start my group right now, it means that there's only 3 people or 2 people or even just me. Yeah, I know you're worried because I had that worry before. Okay, so now the question, if let's say you do not even get started, how are you going to have a group? So all you need to do is to start right now, right? Be it is 1, be it is 2, be it is 3, it's fine. No worry about that. Don't worry about being embarrassed about that, because you need to start somewhere when you're first starting a project. I'm my group okay, how many members I have in my group? Let me think. I started with 0. Like I'm my first fan I'm my first group member in the group. But then right now I think I'm closing to have 80 people. So I only starting my live about 40. So right now I have 80 people. But then guess what? I'm growing something. So if let's say I want to grow something, we need to start from 0. So one tip that I will encourage you to do is that when you want to ask people to join your group, first provide value to people, right? You give values to people, and then after that you invite them. Hey, you tell them you're also starting a new group so that it won't shock them. You say, hey Amy, I'm starting a new group right now that I literally just started yesterday. So the group member is only 2 person, including me. I will provide tons of value there in the future, just like how I'm providing a value to you. Do you want to join it? So you invite people. Okay. The thing about group, the thing about Facebook Live, or the thing any contents that you're producing, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Alright, I went into so many different groups. I also seen a lot of different Facebook Live that is being done by a lot of people. They focus too much on the duration, meaning I've done the Facebook Live for 1 hour. Yes, I know 1 hour is amazing, but do people stay throughout the 1 hour? To be honest, my attention span myself, I can literally only spend on one thing, perhaps 15 to 20 minutes max, 20 minutes max for my attention, right? So if let's say this thing, so what we want to seek from the Facebook Live is always about watch time. It's always about whether the person you're talking to finish your video at the end of the day. That is what is important. Because think about from a Facebook perspective, why Facebook want to show my live to you? Because Facebook detects watching my live every single day, or you have been watching my live very frequently. And then not only you have been watching my live, if let's say you watch my live, you interact with me, then Facebook will show my live to you more frequently in your newsfeed. Alright. Secondly, Facebook detected that you finish my live. So meaning I do the live 10 minutes, you finish it. It means what does it send the message? It means that your Facebook Live is so quality that people want to stay on. So focus on quality, never on the quantity. Don't worry about how many people are watching your live. Alright, don't worry about how come I see other people, they have about 100 people or 20 people or 50 people watching them, but then I only have 1 or 2. It's alright, because you have to understand your Facebook Live will stay on. So people who are not watching right now, probably they are watching tomorrow. And then one good thing about Facebook Live is that you can recycle your content. But how? Okay, you see, now I'm doing my Facebook Live. Next, I'm going to hire my VA to translate my Facebook Live into written content. Meaning, it's not word by word, but what is the major content I'm talking about in the live, they will translate in the written content, which will become an ebook of mine, or it can be an article in my blog. And then next, I can download this Facebook Live, include a cover, a really nice cover I produced in Canva for free, and then upload to YouTube. This thing can be done by a VA as well. Or I can repurpose this Facebook Live to maybe edit a little bit, and then it will become a training material. It is in my paid course and paid program. That's the reasons that you should start live right now. Alright, so these are the tips. And then the third tips that I want to share is that, okay, this is really cool. I haven't really do testing, but then I want you guys to notice it, because probably you didn't notice. Have you guys noticed that some people, they do live via mobile, some people they do live via desktop? Okay, what's the key difference? Let's take a guess. What's the key difference in the mobile versus people who do live in the laptop? Right? Just try to comment below. Just let me know what you're thinking. Okay, if let's say you're rewatching, right? Just hashtag what do you call, replay to me, and then just give me your answer. I'm going to give you 3 more seconds to give me my answer. Okay. So let me review the answer right now, yeah? Good? Okay. The answer is, if let's say I'm using mobile view, right? Portrait mode. Like, seriously, when you scroll your feeds, right, I'm going to take up so much of portion in your feeds. Make sense? But if let's say you're doing the live using the laptop, right, you're only taking the landscape view. So it means that I scroll very fast to pass you. If let's say your whole screen is that much, when I'm watching it in the mobile, you're only taking half, maybe less than half of the space. But because I'm doing it in the mobile view, I'm taking more than half of the space. Means that the Facebook give me more spaces in in showing everything that I have. Make sense? So I haven't really tested doing Facebook Live via mobile view or doing Facebook Live via laptop or desktop view, which one have more viewership. But then I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because as long as you produce like really quality content, that's what is more important. Okay. And then the next tip I want to share is that, okay, I tested it myself, so that's why I can share. In the beginning, if let's say you watch my very beginning live, right, I always start with the caption called Amazing Life like 37, Amazing Life 38. It is a mark for myself that what is the number of the live I'm doing. But then there is one day I was like, hey, if let's say I am the viewer who is watching the live, it doesn't make sense to me, because the number is more important to June myself. It doesn't even matter to you, right? So in the end, I figure out I have to make some changes in my headline and caption. Alright, so I tested one thing one day. Okay, there's this day I tested my headline to be different. I didn't put in my Amazing Life 36. That one doesn't matter. I changed the headline to be something like a storytelling, like a dialogue, and then suddenly it hooked a lot of people in. So, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that your headline must be really catchy, must be really good. Whether you are doing live for how many times, people doesn't even care about that. What they care about is what are the things that you are going to share in your life, and then how they are going to get benefit, what kind of benefits they are getting from your life, so that you are not wasting their time. Alright, I hope it makes sense to you, because it really changed your life, the quality. Okay, the next thing that you can do is that, there's this one really cool tip. Okay, remember when was the last time that you are chasing like a drama or a series of drama? Like recently I watched this movie, it's not a movie. It's what is it? It's actually a drama. It's called Money Heist. Oh, thanks. I didn't know that it's not a good connection. Yeah, I'll probably use my mobile. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so back to my story. So I'm watching this called Money Heist. This TV series. I realized that they are very good at doing one thing. They hook people at the end of the show, like literally every single episode. So if let's say you want to have more people to watch your live every single day, right? What you can do is that you can craft like a series of Facebook Live, like it can be episode 1 and episode 2. So like for example, if let's say today I didn't craft anything, so I just give you an example, like let's say tomorrow you are going to do a live, and then the live is talking about say Facebook Live 1, right? So at the end of the Facebook Live episode number 1, you just tell them, hey, you know what, today I'm just going to share 5 tips that I have. So at the end of it, right, after Facebook Live, if let's say you want to watch much more of the tips that you are going to get from me, right, please stay on tomorrow live. Alright, so you kind of hook people, just like how all those drama did to us. So you kind of give people expectation what they are going to learn the next day. So they will be looking forward to your next live. But then make sure it's the standard rule. Make sure all lives that they are doing is quality. Then people will only be interested. Okay, so that's where you get episode 1 and then you get episode 2, and then in the end, this episode and episode 2 you can become like a training series that you can sell in your course. And the next tip that I want to share is that you don't have to be so rigid in your Facebook Live. The one thing that I will probably just tell you guys is you just have to be yourself. Be authentic, be yourself, let people know who you are, because it's the only way that you can get people to know you personally. Because when we're in this field of like on this field of life, right, we just want to learn from people whom we know personally. We do not want to speak to like someone who is very fake. So just be yourself, be relaxed. Even though you make mistakes, right, it doesn't even matter. People don't care about it, because that's where the fun begins, right? Okay, so basically the last thing, do not care so much about the number of people. The number means nothing. Alright, what you need to do is just to get started, and it's nothing so scary about it. So I hope that, because after my first episode, right, I actually pushed 3 friends of mine. They started their first live. I was like, oh my god, this is so damn amazing. I'm making some impact. That's why I want to tell you guys, like, it's nothing scary about it. When I first started my life, I also think like, can I do it? Should I do it? Like, should I not? Oh my god, this is so freaking nervous. Yes, I was very nervous. You are going to get nervous anyway, but then just do it anyway. Alright? So I hope that this tip today actually helped you guys. I'm so sorry for the poor connections, but then at the end, right, I always end with this. Okay, I have my group. Please join my group. It's called Amazing Story Group. You are going to learn so much more there. That's the first thing. And then secondly, I just launched my funnel last week and I need your help. I need to have 60 opt-ins into my funnel by end of tomorrow. That's my goal for this week that I give to myself. So I kind of like lack of 10 to 15 people. Okay, but let me tell you what is actually in my funnels. Okay, what I give is that I give you 25 minutes free training of how you can use the storytelling techniques to close deals faster. Okay, this is a technique that I use it myself. I used this technique 3 years ago and then I won $800 just because I followed the exact format of telling a story. Right, so I hope that this you find. Please go and check out my funnels. It's called JuneLow.co. I hope that you learn something out of it. And then please feel free to join my group. If let's say you think that I'm able to help you, right, feel free to also text me. Maybe we can even schedule a free 15 minutes of strategy call to see how I can add value. But please be sure to tell me what's your problem so that I know I can help you. Alright, so that's the end of my life. I hope that you will take some action today. Okay, so it's very simple. All you need to do is just to get on your mobile phone, just to pick a topic, talk about it like 5 minutes and then finish it, and then your fear will go away. I promise you. All right. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.